Now, you may be wondering, why a van? I mean, there are many ways that you could have a free life, and even if you chose to leave traveling, there are many options that you could pick from. And to be honest, you'd be right. Even though I will use this video to back my case on why I think that the van is the best option for that, in the end, it's all about personal choice, okay? So, what I'm gonna do here is go through some of those options and I'll tell you what I think of each and why I haven't chosen them specifically. Number one, a motorcycle. Many people travel the worlds of the world with a motorcycle, and as much as it appears to resemble freedom, I don't think it's a very practical way for that. Now, the main reason I haven't even considered it is because I don't really know how to pilot one, but I can see other downsides there. No roof or walls, no place to sleep on. You can't really have a big enough electric system on it for working, and I don't think it's very comfortable to use your computer on top of it. Number two, a bike. Same reasons as the motorcycle, but kind of worse. The seat is less comfortable and you need to use the good old biomechanical sort of energy to move it, meaning you gotta pedal. The only upside I see about this is that you won't spend money on gas. The thing is, I actually used to have a bike inside my van, so I could also have the choice of living the bike life whenever I want. Number three, a car. Now we're talking. At least you can stay inside of it during bad weather or even for safety issues. But a normal car is kind of small. You can't really have a house in it. Now, I know that there are bigger options that can be converted into something similar to a living place with a kitchen and a bed and all that, but here's the thing. I wanted to stand up while in the comfort of my home like now, and I can't really stand up inside a car, as big as it may be. Number four, a boat. Now, wouldn't it be awesome to sail to all the continents of the world? It certainly seems that way to me. I actually do have plans to buy one in the future, and there are boats out there with everything inside of it, you know, like kitchen, toilets, shower, energy, bedrooms, all that. The space in some of them is for sure big enough to convert to anything you might need, but the problem is you are kind of limited to wherever there's water to sail on, and we're not water creatures, at least we don't live in it. Most of the amazing things there are to see out there in the world, and most of the places that we need for basic contemporary survival, such as supermarkets, pharmacies, gas stations, among others, they're all inland. Sure, you could sail along the coast, but get a bit further away from it and you're on your own. Still a pretty good option for a very specific type of adventure, I'll give you that. Number five, a bus. Now, talk about the things I want in the future, the bus is definitely one of them. But the reason I want one is so I can travel with 10 people at the same time. I wouldn't get a bus at all in the beginning, and for two main reasons: accessibility and parking. There are many tunnels around the world where a bus is just too tall to go through. Many roads, a bus is just too wide to go through, and you probably have a pretty hard time to find parking spaces anywhere, especially big cities. Number six, hitchhiking. It's definitely the widest of them all. Also, you don't have to park anywhere. You don't necessarily pay for rides. You are the size of a person and you can go through places that cars cannot. But you will have to look for accommodation all the time. You won't have your own energy, and let's be honest, you can't just walk anywhere. It's dangerous and it's inconvenient. And if you have to take a bus somewhere, you need to adjust to a certain schedule, and I'll be honest, it's not really my thing. Number seven, plane and co-working. You can always stay in a place for a while and then fly to the next one, but this is expensive, both the flights and the co-working, so I won't get into much detail here. Also, I don't see how you'd be very geographically free. Number eight, and the best option among all the ones that I mentioned, the MVP, the van. The van is big enough to stand up inside of it and have a house-like interior with everything that you might need. It's also small enough to go through most roads in the world. I can count with my fingers in one hand the amount of times that I couldn't access some place with the van based on its dimensions only. It's easier or harder to find parking spaces depending on which van you got, but not too much that you would never find them. Big cities are an exception, but I don't really care much about them, and the times I really want to hit downtown, I just parked in the outskirts and took the train or the bus instead. The van will take you almost anywhere and you can have enough energy to work inside of it. Also, it's safe and weatherproof. So guys, this is my case, okay? If I've convinced you, then I'll see you in the next module where I'll get into helping you acquire your own van. See you there.